Hello, beloved tribe. This is Emily Potter. I am the director of the Million Kisses Foundation and also the director of this Lightworker Musicians Tribe that you are part of. Since the last time I did a live video, there's over 100 new members of our tribe, and so we have a lot of fresh, exciting new faces here, and you're all so welcome. Thank you for being here and serving and being part of our tribe. So I want to speak specifically today on solstice, about creating a plan for the new year as we celebrate and honor the darkness and the light in this special time of year. I want to ask you a really important question. Do you have a strategy? Do you have a strategy for getting your music medicine out into the world? Do you actually have a strategy written down and ready to roll as soon as 2019 hits? Because I want to share with you in this video why that's so imperative, and I'll start with my own story. So my story comes when I actually started to play out. And I had my day job and I was content. I liked playing for the weekends and I had my gigs. I had my regular kind of thing going on in my local space. And that was fine for me, except that my purpose is much bigger than just playing small. Now, if that's where you're at on your journey, then please don't think I'm saying that. I'm not invalidating your experience. But what I actually am saying is I'm calling you out that you're bigger. You're much bigger than where you've let yourself be so far. And I'm going to take us into that space, and I'm going to just speak to the divinity inside of you, that you are much bigger than where you've been so far. So that's what was happening for me. I was just content, and I had little gigs, and I was getting a little bit of money coming in, and I had a lot of fun. It was great. And yet there's something very, very, very innate inside of me that I got really clear about, and it gets really painful. You know what I'm talking about. It's the light worker in you that knows that your ability to expand the healing that works on this planet is connected to your music and your ability to assist in the healing of our humanity. So you have the ability to go really huge in the areas within your calling. So it gets uncomfortable to play small after a while, and that was what was happening for me. So one of the things that occurs if you keep staying where you're at, and I'm going to get really in your face about this because I know who you are as divinity. So listen really closely to this. I can guarantee you that if you don't make a plan and make a strategy, create your strategy for 2019, then you will be sitting in the exact same position that you are in right now in 6 months. So I want you to imagine June 2019 and you're sitting right here. You still don't have any idea. You're still playing those gigs, and they're nice, and they're good people, except that you have the ability to be humongous. And I don't mean like musically, big headlines. That's maybe part of it, but I mean your auric field, your ability to influence. That's what I mean. And if you do not create a strategy for 2019, in 6 months, you will be sitting right here, the same place, aimless. And it's going to get uncomfortable because the collective consciousness is going fast. And you're going to be feeling it, but you hadn't done the work yet to have it all in place. So this is a place for urgency in the exciting kind of urgency way. Action steps, taking inspired action now. And I'm utilizing the space of how the collective consciousness, all of humanity, has this one day of the year where we start creating new plans, and it's coming right up on December 31st. So I'm doing this, I'm utilizing the power of winter solstice for you to start making your plan in the next week or so for you to really launch yourself into 2019. Okay, so I'm going to give you 3 areas of life. You may have 1, 2, or 3 or more of these as you grow as a musician. So with these 3 areas that I'm going to cover right now, I want you to ask yourself one question. What is blocking you from going all the way? So the first one, songwriting. If you're a songwriter and you want to continue to be a songwriter and you just dabble here and there, I want to give you a challenge that you create an amount of songs that you want to to release every month for 2019. Now, I get what inspiration feels like. Sometimes it comes up in the middle of the night, 3 a.m. You can't always plan when those songs are going to come in, but you can create a strategy. Now, you will know more about that for yourself. The strategy can be that you have openings during the day that you just allow yourself to sit, or whatever that looks like for you. But I'm sharing from my personal experience that when I gave myself the strategy and the plan to create at least 2 songs a month, I did that for a solid 12 months in a row. I did not give myself permission to be perfectionist. I did not give myself the luxury of saying it's not ready yet, all sorts of excuses. And so from there, because I did that, I have 24 new songs because I actually kept my word to myself in that way. Now, some of them are not so good, but that's not the point. If you listen to Pat Pattison at all, he's a Berklee School of Music professor, and he wrote, I think it's called Songwriting. I can't remember the name of the book, but he talked about how the best thing you can possibly do is create bad songs. Create bad songs because the flow is coming through you. So for those 24 songs, I was able to then record a new album out of the best of those songs. I had to get through a lot of bad ones. So create a strategy this year. Let this be the one for songwriting for you. If songwriting is not where you want to go next, then I have another area of life for you. Recording. What is blocking you from going all the way with recording? And what I mean with all the way, now create this as your own, but this is where I want to expand you to if you haven't yet. Recording a professional album in a professional studio with professional musicians playing behind you. If you haven't done that yet, what is blocking you from going all the way? If that lights your heart up inside, then this is the year to do that. To get your music medicine out into the world is why I'm so passionate about this, because I have seen the vision of musicians doing this and really uniting and making a humongous difference around the world. So I am passionate about this from my own experience, and also because this is my passion in serving this tribe. What is blocking you from going all the way with that? The first one that a lot of people do is they just go into money. Well, I can't, blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to tell you right now that that is your excuse, and you're hiding behind it because money is energy. So do the work around what that looks like, and you know that there's ample ways to do the work around that. But there are ways to get creative and get resourceful around that as the biggest next goal for you in recording. Number 3, going on tour. If you know that 2019 is your time to go on tour, then what is blocking you from going all the way? And what I mean from that is perhaps you're already playing in your local town and maybe even your state. What's blocking you from going all the way across the United States? What's blocking you from going on a national tour? And then I want to even expand it more. What is blocking you from going all the way? Why are you not going on a world tour in 2019? Is that out of your comfort zone? Is that out of your ability to dream? So if it is, then I, as someone who is holding space for you, want you to know that I am holding space for you to go on your world tour. Now, it may not be 2019. Perhaps you want to start locally, but I have infinite amounts of room for you from my own personal experience of how it's possible to do these things. And then I share that, and that's the space I'm holding for this tribe, is a professional album, world tour, and consistent creative songs coming out on a consistent basis. Those are the 3 that I wanted to at least emphasize in this video. And that's the question I want to ask you every time when you go into 2019 is, what is blocking you from going all the way? How does that feel to you? Because what I want it to feel like is just fire under you. As you get ready for New Year's, as you create your strategy, get big, dream big. And what I ask of you is to support yourself and your dream in surrounding yourself with people who believe in you and who say to you, I see you going all the way. If you don't have people like that, reach out to me because I have that ability to hold that, and I'm part of your tribe. I'm part of your support team. So that could possibly be one of the action steps you decide to take, is to reach out to me, especially if you're done feeling aimless. You're done with that. So that's my video for today. I'm so happy about all the new people coming in. You're most welcome here, and I will see you in the next video. Lots of love to you all, and happy solstice.